Um, and again, this is always whatever happens on the floor is a tribute to the players. They were ready to play. I thought they had great energy and great readiness to play, and I think that's just where this has got to be right now, moving down to the last 6 weeks. March Madness is 6 weeks away. I mean, when you think about this and when you know sports and look at sports across America, you got the NFL playoffs now hitting the next couple weekends while college basketball really starts to heat up, and then March Madness is here in 6 weeks. So it's just that time for this group to start hitting a stride, getting better individually, getting better collectively, and starting to hit a stride toward March. And that's what everybody plays for, is to, first of all, earn the right to play in the NCAA tournament. And we're not even close to having earned that yet. So I don't want to even start talking about that just yet. But that's what you play for. You play for March, and you play for the big tournament in March. And you have to get your team getting better down the stretch. So I thought our players had great energy tonight, great readiness to play. We weren't perfect by any stretch, but still we were ready to play. And I think that's the most important aspect. This Georgetown team has had some good moments this year. So it's a better Georgetown team that's been playing the last couple of years, and they've had some good wins. They beat Providence at Providence, and they had a really good non-conference schedule or non-conference couple wins. So we were really concerned that if on any given day, if you don't come ready to play, I think on the men's side, you watch a Seton Hall team come in here, the highest ranked Big East men's team, come to the Midwest and go home 0-2. You understand how hard this league is on both the men's and women's side, and how any team on any given day can really take it to you, as our guys did the other day to Seton Hall. So again, I just want to just compliment the players always. It's them that do the job on the floor.
Mm. Coach, how did you feel about
players first?
Okay, perfect. Deja, how did you feel about your offense today?
I think I felt pretty good. I mean, we started off the game. The starters, we all were ready to play, and like Coach said, we all were sharing the ball. So when you see like your teammates make shots, it kind of boosts your confidence as well. So I think that not only myself but for everybody, we felt pretty good in the offensive end.
Mm-hmm. And Aneesah, how did you feel about your rebounding today?
I feel like I could have got more rebounds than I did, but I'm happy about it.
She lost a couple to some fouls. She actually got the rebound and then a whistle blew.
Hi, for Deja, 6 for 10 from the field, 5 for 8 from 3-point play or 3-point land. Do you feel hot during pregame, or is it just during the game that it starts hitting?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You had a really hot night tonight, 6 from the field and from 3-point land.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that in pregame shoot around, or does it just come during the game?
I don't know. I think today, I don't know. I kind of told myself like, I don't know. During pregame, I was shooting the ball really well, so I knew I was gonna have a good shooting night. I'm not gonna lie, but just throughout the game, just seeing my shots going in boost my confidence up, and then like before, I seen my teammates' shots go in. I don't know. It was just good for everybody because the last few games we kind of been struggling offensively as far as making shots. So I think that kind of just helped me.
And Aneesah, 10 straight double-doubles. You're making it look kind of easy coming into college ball. What's been your hardest adjustment from high school ball?
The physicality, as we seen tonight, the game is very physical with me playing in the inside. The speed of the game is another thing as well, but the physicality is the main thing.
Thank you.
This is for both of you, but what did you think were some of the biggest challenges in today's game?
I think our last game we didn't share the ball as well as we like DePaul ball. So I mean, it's always a challenge every game, but I think we kind of, once we start sharing the ball, like everybody started to relax. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Sharing the ball and just trusting in each other to knock down shots and making an extra pass.
I have one question for both of you. The player who made the basket to put us over 100 was Kiki Winler. We both know she's struggled so much in her career, just injuries and everything else. And so how did it feel? What was your reaction on the bench when you guys saw Kiki hit that three?
I knew it was going in. I was super excited.
No, yeah, same for me. When it left her hands, I think everybody on the bench, we all knew it was going in, so
Yeah.
that was exciting, like me said.
And it was, Bob, what, if it was a rare almost violation of a 20 or 30-second clock. And don't forget, it also was a buzzer beater. Not only did it go in, but it beat a shot clock violation. And so it was nice to see that happen at that moment.
Any other
All right, Coach, how did you feel about the team's defense and rebounding today?
I thought we were ready to play. I really did feel like they had a good juice to them, a good aggressiveness to them. So I felt that I thought we got off to a good start. It's always important to get off to a good start, and I thought we did. And they talk about making shots, but you're not going to make every shot, and it's how you can psychologically keep yourself in a good, strong, constructive, positive place when shots aren't going in that really defines the mental toughness of basketball teams. So it's always easier when things are going good. It's how do you respond when things aren't always going good. And rebounding the basketball is a key to shot making because half of them are going to miss when you're having a good night.
And what are some things you want to focus on with the team going forward after this game?
Well, I just want to keep us getting better. It's just a generalized statement, but I think we have to get better offensively. We're still learning how to play with Aneesah Morrow. So I think there's a lot still going on here in the figuring out how best to coordinate the talent we have on the perimeter with the ability of Aneesah to post up. And that's a work in progress. So that's something that needs to keep getting better. We need to keep getting better defensively. Our lineup is kind of now crystallized into what it's going to be. T and Kier are going to come off that bench first with Jory Allen and Caitlin Hammonds both gone. It's basically an all-guard lineup except for Aneesah Morrow. Hannah Purcell can try to give us a little bit of interior time, but she and Kiki still aren't big enough to be true post players. So I think figuring out how to play with Aneesah inside, get her better inside, get her to become more of a go-to inside player, and still not detract from what the guards' talents are and their abilities are. I think that's a work in progress that's constantly taking place. You always got to get better defensively. You always have to get better rebounding-wise.
Coach, early in the season or even preseason, did you foresee the team scoring this much, and what does the 100-point record mean to you?
Well, the 100-point record, I really don't think that much about that at all. I really don't. I mean, you've heard me in here before. We have one goal offensively to lead the nation in assists. If you lead the nation in assists, you're going to score a lot of points. And our assists were down at Marquette. Our assists were down the other night against Villanova. So I just think it's important that we share. And I just talked in the last media session here, happily share. Share because you want to share. Share because you know it's the right thing from a basketball perspective to do, not because you're forced to share. So I just think that's a really important aspect of basketball. But I mean, going into the season, it's not like I ever just sit there and say we can average 100. Or, we have offensive goals that are very specific that we look at after every game, and they're specific. And score 100 and make them catch you is one of our offensive goals every year. But even with that as a goal, you're gonna you score in the 80s. You're gonna usually be in the you'll be in the top 5 or 6 for leading the nation in scoring. So, we have a goal to score 100 and make them catch you, and then hold our opponent to 60 every game. Those are specific basketball goals. But I don't daydream during the summertime thinking this is going to be the team that's going to break the 100-point record. I didn't even know it was a record until Bob told me, and then I didn't know it was. And I didn't know anything about it really until Bob told me. And then Jenny Dant and Yogi Lewis are here tonight. They just happen to be here. They're two of the players that are on the team, one of the teams that had 600-point games. But I really don't think about that in the summertime. I don't at all. I want us to be efficient on both ends of the ball. I want us to be efficient rebounding. We still got to rebound when Aneesah's not rebounding. We still got to rebound. We don't rebound when Aneesah rebounds, and the other players are rebounding when she's in the game. They're finding ways to rebound, but when she's not in the game, we still have to become a better rebounding team. And I've had small teams before that were much better rebounding teams than this group. So we still have to get better at that.
And with about 3 minutes left and a big lead DePaul dove for the ball actually right in front of the scorer's table almost. What does that say about her intensity?
I really, I said this the other day, and I'll say it again. I can't thank DePaul enough for everything she's done for this program and her leadership this year. Now, I got very irritated in the second half tonight because I was calling out to the group that was on the floor, and I watched 5 players back of their heads walk away from me. And I'm not going to be on that sideline. Don't tell me you can't hear me. You got 5 players on the floor. You got your leadership. You're supposed to be looking at the bench to see what the coach is looking for. So I had 5 people walking away from me, and I was very irritated at 5 people. So I put 5. You think I want to put the starters back in when we're up 30 plus? No, but I'm not going to let 5 people walk away from me. So that happened tonight. So we took them out. Yeah, they heard about it pretty loud and clear, and then went back in the basketball game. And I'm getting back to your point about Dee. Dee is just, she's just been a great leader, and she's just been great accepting the role of coming off the bench. I can't thank her enough. And she's in the training room right now, and that's a tough place for DePaul to be because she's never in the training room. So if DePaul goes to the training room, you gotta cross your fingers that she's going to be okay. And again, I didn't, it's one of those things where I didn't really think that much contact had to happen over there, but that's what's basketball. So I don't want to. That's just the way it is. So hopefully Dee's going to be okay. And the name DePaul just is so special to my heart because I just think she's that important to the team by how she has accepted this role of coming off the bench and then coming off the bench and just being herself. Like I told her tonight, though, you better be looking over at this. Don't tell me you can't hear me. And this, I would like to say this place was just so rocking and screaming and hollering, but you know what? You better be able to hear me. So, or you better be looking to see if the coach wants something every time there's a dead ball. So that's what that was about.
Any other questions from the media? Coach?